Hey everyone, welcome to sportsbookreview.com. It's that time of week again. I'm smiling already. It's the Serie A. It's week one. There's only going to be 7 games because some of the teams are being given that little bit of extra time off. Now, we've got Tan and we've got Alex. But first of all, as so many of you have done, please, if you like this video, then subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we can notify you and you'll never miss any content again. Also, if you go and watch a video or you watch a movie, you go and tell your friends about it. You say, oh, yeah, that's great. Listen, if you love this video, tell your friends, get them involved, and we'll have a little bit of in-house competition. Also, if you press the link in the description, that will take you over to the articles wrote by Tan that takes him like 3 weeks, considering he's an experienced, world-class journalist, and Alex, and Dave, and Martin Green. For no further ado, remember, you're our third guest. So get your tips, bankers, bad beats, even though it's week one. Someone will have a bad beat and we've not even started yet. Tan, Alex, how are you, gentlemen? Tan, come to you first.
Let's make sure it's you.
So you're Tan, are you?
No, let's make sure it's you this time, because I don't want to start with minus here. Come on, let's do it.
No minuses. No minuses. We want Tan Madness at plus 400. Listen, everyone in the chat loves the Tan Madness. Tan, what's the news on the street in Italy? Are we expecting Juve to go ahead and do the job again, or are they going to put up a real challenge?
Okay, first of all, buongiorno a tutti and benvenuti to everybody to a new Serie A season, even if we did already the future. So secondly, you said as when you see a movie and you like it, go and you tell to the others. I was wondering if we were an horror movie, if we were a comedy.
We're definitely a comedy.
Although when you are on, I know it's an erotic movie because people like you so much.
No, don't start with that. That's a
people love you so much.
Tan, that's a former career. Please don't bring up.
I think it's an action together with a comedy, action comedy.
Exactly. Let's not rule out the erotic. Listen, plus 400. That's properly erotic. Everyone in the chat already, we've got 34 watching, 19 thumbs up. I found a lot of value this week, gentlemen. Alex, it's hard, isn't it, first week to obviously they're just going to tiptoe ourselves through the water. But I look at it and think to myself, there is definitely value.
Yeah, there are some good value bets. Let's be a little bit careful in the first 2-3 weeks because, as you guys know, normally the transfer window should be shut down so far. But with the coronavirus, the transfer window will remain open till 12th of October, if I remember correct. So there are 3 weeks more for all these teams to make some good transfers, and we see every day something happening in this world of transfer. So yeah, let's be a little bit careful. This is why I won't have any bankers for week one, either in Serie A, either in Bundesliga later on, but that doesn't mean that we don't have some good value bets.
Yeah, strong. I like it. Listen, a couple of them are really strong. And I appreciate the effort you both have gone to give me your selections early so that I can put them up on a full screen graphic at the end of the show. And also remember, we've got to come up with 2 bankers for the 18 parlay, as we've got La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, and the Premier League this week. Tan, I'm going to start with you. This is a team that I like this year. You like them as well. It's Fiorentina at minus 105, the draw at plus 270, and Torino at plus 320.
Look, the situation is a bit changed. Maybe not so much over the speaking. What?
Changed? What's changed?
I was talking about Torino. If you give me the time. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Fiorentina then. I'm already in.
But anyway, when before you mentioned, you said, oh, thank you guys. You gave me your tips and we could put in screen. Guys, you must know, he wakes up and at 7:30 in the morning, Flash already wants the tips. This guy is dreaming only about this. I don't know what he's having the night before to wake up at 7:30 a.m.
It's only 7:30 now. Honestly, I am up and about by 6 o'clock in the morning, ready. Listen, you can't be a ringmaster and be asleep when the animals are roaming, especially when I've got you two animals roaming.
Shall I roar? Okay, by the way, I don't know. Talking about animals, so we have the bull of Torino there. Now, the situation, as I was saying, has a little bit changed because now they took Marco Giampaolo, the former Milan manager. Now, it was a disaster, the short spell of Giampaolo at Milan. But now the situation is different. The pressure is different. He has more time. He has the possibility to be wrong. While at Milan, you don't really have the time to be wrong. Torino maybe won't be the most entertaining side you can think about, but probably will be more solid than what happened in the last year. Just don't forget, last year Torino was able to lose 7-1, if I'm not mistaken, at home from Atalanta. That and other games. Fiorentina, meanwhile, they are with the same manager, Iachini. They too are in some way comparable to Torino, just with a bit more quality, but a bit less confidence, because they've been overly underperforming in the last season. So, considering that normally, the very first games of a season, even in a weird start of the season like this, where actually the previous season finished yesterday or before yesterday, but normally the very first games of a season are mirroring exactly what are the qualities, the skills of the different teams. So I expect this Fiorentina-Torino with very few goals, being a bit steady at the beginning. I could go with a draw at the first half with Fiorentina-Torino, but I want to surprise you, and so I will go with under 2.5 goals, generally speaking.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I think a lot of people will be thinking this is not going to be a bloodbath. Alex, I think that neither side keeps a clean sheet. I think Fiorentina are going to want to get onto the front foot, and we know that Torino have got the ability to score on the road.
Exactly my point. It's not an official bet, but I'm going with both teams to score at 1.73. Again, Torino managed to keep Verdi on a permanent deal right now from Napoli for 20 million euros. We know that they have Belotti and Zaza. I don't understand how Belotti didn't left till now, but he was saying that he will not leave Torino if he will be like a bench striker. He needs to play, he needs minutes. So this is a perfect fit for him. He's the leader of that team and he will remain the leader. It is no one better than him in that Torino side. On the other side, we have Fiorentina with I think that they are the better squad from the two. Also they perfected the deals for Kwame from Genoa. They had him on loan last year. They transferred Bonaventura from AC Milan on a free transfer. I think that that brings some more experience with them. I think that I wouldn't take anyone off the draw, both teams to score and the draw. Yeah. So I think that the 1-1 type of match, as I'm seeing it. But also it's very important to note that finally Inter Milan took out Borja Valero and he returned to Fiorentina and he will remain there because I couldn't stand him there with Inter. So also I think that he's a perfect fit for Fiorentina, the style that they're playing right now. So not official, but both teams to score at 1.73. And again, I'm not taking anyone of the draw match.
No, I've actually gone for both teams to score in this game, but it was at minus 150, which is like 4-6. So again, I can amend that to 1.73, which is going to be around minus 135, minus 140. Now let's move on because Verona at plus 270, the draw at plus 260, and Roma at plus 110. Alex, we've got Roma who score goals. Do you fancy they're going to go away from home and get the result straight away?
I don't know what is happening. I think that Roma will struggle badly this season. If they will lose Edin Dzeko if he will go with at Juventus. If they will lose also Yunder, that is rumored to go to Leicester right now. I don't know if till the beginning of this match they will still be part of the team or not. Also, Zaniolo got a bad injury in the Nations League, and he will be a big miss for us at Roma. I think that he will miss around 2-3 months because it was a very bad injury. So I really don't know about also Pastore, also Perotti, but those were long time injuries, so we don't have to talk about them necessary. This Hellas Verona side, some interesting transfers, but I think that in the first match they will make Roma's life miserable.
Yeah, I like that.
Again, I'm not going for an official bet, but if it is to dare something on this match, I would go Verona draw double chance or plus 0.5. So we take also the win, also the draw. In both situations, we win at 1.81. I don't know. I think that Roma will struggle this season.
Yeah, Jack Pancake's gone exactly that. Verona double chance. Tan, are we expecting Dzeko to leave because he's their captain? He's their main source of goals. And by the way, Roma can't keep a clean sheet for love nor money.
Exactly. Anyway, let me add, before I forgot to say it, it depends how you find it, but it's at the under 2.5 goals in Fiorentina and Torino is at 2.05 European odds, which is quite high for being an under 2.5 goals. Verona-Roma, you were mentioning many players. Perotti, for example, is close to leave to enjoy in Fenerbahce. Dzeko to Juventus should happen any days by now because...
Tan, do you think that's a good fit? Do you think that's a good fit, Dzeko to Juve?
I think it's tactically is perfect. I mean, Suarez, who actually, breaking news, has just landed in Perugia to do this Italian language.
I thought he'd get a better team than Perugia, though.
No, not in Perugia, but to do the Italian language test to get the Italian passport, because there is the foreigners student in Perugia. Suarez is Suarez, and if we put on the balance Suarez and Dzeko, I would go for Suarez every day of the life.
With my eyes closed, you're crazy.
Yes.
Huge difference of quality.
But sometimes you don't need the stronger or the better player, but you need the player that is more apt to your team. So possibly,
to bench him.
Juventus, because Juventus need a work-focused center forward that got a high work rate and is thinking more about working for the others than just hunting for goals. So Suarez is not only a great goal scorer, many other things, but Dzeko probably is more useful for Cristiano Ronaldo and for the work that needs Juventus. So actually, even if Suarez is Suarez and nobody's touching him, maybe would be more fitting what Juventus are looking for right
now.
Edin Dzeko. Now, Edin Dzeko probably will leave in the next days. We still don't know when to go to Juventus. First, Roma must seal Milik from Napoli. But that is happening. It's happening in the next hours, maybe tomorrow.
And again, if you tell me the difference between Edin Dzeko and Milik, I think that Edin Dzeko is better.
Yeah, but I mean, Edin Dzeko...
They're different players, aren't they?
Different players, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
But aside that, Dzeko got a higher wages, is much older.
Not as mobile.
Let's say that it's a deal in perspective, you know? Milik is a chance that you pick in transfers because he got 1 year left at Napoli, and Napoli must sell him now. So Roma are doing this deal can make sense. Again, you can't compare Milik to Dzeko because Dzeko is giving much more to the team, much greater personality and everything. But anyway, this domino effect probably in the end can weaken in this season Roma. Anyway, in Verona, Roma, we still don't know.
I forgot about that game that we were talking about.
Yes. In Verona, Roma, we still don't know if Dzeko will be eligible or not, because it could be that at the moment he played the friendly games. At the moment, nothing has changed. It's Thursday time. The moment we are talking, it's 72 hours to the game. But it could happen that in 2 days, really, this is the hottest deal probably that is there around. So we are not sure about Dzeko. Anyway, Roma, it's a work in progress about many things, but things have changed at Verona too. Amrabat, the Verona's Yaya Touré, has left. Ramani, one of the two main centre-backs that performed greatly in the past season, left to Napoli. Kumbulla is leaving, is actually going to leave for Roma. So on the other side, he could end up at Roma before Verona-Roma is played. So both of them are two work in progress. For this reason and for the characteristics they have and they still preserve, I believe this could be more than others a game with goals. I would go for over 2.5 goals totally. It's a safe 1.60 in European odds.
Yeah, I think the Alex Classic's in play as well. Now let's kick on.
No. Verona, Roma. Let's give the good numbers here. Over 2.5 goals is at 1.8 right now.
1.8. Okay.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yes, you like that. I mean, the Alex Classic as well could well be in play because we know that Roma don't keep clean sheets. Verona are going to try and want to get off to a great start, so they're going to be on the front foot as well. Now, here's a lovely game. There will be split emotions, split opinions here because we've got Parma a massive plus 420, draw plus 320, and Napoli at minus 150. Tan, Napoli at minus 150 away from home, first game against Parma, dangerous.
Look, normally I would say yes, but first of all, we must remember that they are away from home until the homes are closed, are different homes. And that's a first always to keep in mind. Second, if we were talking about things changed, mamma mia, how the things have changed in so little time at Parma. The manager, D'Aversa, who has done greatly in the last 4 years, bringing Parma from 4th division till 1st, and then ending up in the left side of the table, he left. The sports director left. The club is changing because there is a takeover from a new American owner. And so literally in these hours, the management the board is signing to resign. So it's a very strange situation, very, very strange situation. They have lost Kulusevski, which wasn't anyway of them because belonged to Atalanta and was sold to Juventus. Napoli instead, they are doing some changes, but it's with a clear policy. It's different from what is happening at Parma. So to be honest, minus 150 for me, for Napoli to win at Parma is a chance to take.
Wow, that's a chance to take at minus 150, Alex. There's a little question here, though. Is Kudlewski, is he still at Parma on loan from Juve, or has he gone back?
No. Now he went back to Juventus. So Juventus will use him this season. So I'm expecting some meltdown from Parma here. But still, for example, also Napoli record signing Victor Osimhen. Record signing $82 million, I think it was, and it can arrive till $90 million with the bonuses. I think that he will be benched against Parma because Gennaro Gattuso was unable to test him in the friendly game against Sporting because the Portuguese side had several coronavirus positive tests. Also, Milik did not participate in the group training this week because, as Tan said, he is getting closer to AS Roma. Everyone is speaking about Gerard Deulofeu from Watford. 90% it's a done deal also there, but these are only rumors, so nothing is sure so far. Parma still a dangerous side despite not having Kulusevski. They made permanent deals with Inglese, Grassi, Sepe from Napoli. They took also permanent Karamoh from Inter and Pezzella from Udinese and also Hernani from Zenit St. Petersburg. I think that it will be Gennaro Gattuso in this match. I think that he will continue with the 4-3-3 formation with Politano and Insigne. But after the new guy will be fit, I think that he must change it to 4-2-3-1, in my opinion. I think that we will see goals in this match, and I think that is the first match of the season, and I think that the first Alex Classic should be in as an official bet at 1.91. And also a comment for you from Aniasha Job.
I wrote it down. I was coming. I was like, come on, Alex. Come on, please.
Come on. Come on. You do it.
Read it out, Alex. Read it out.
Okay. He says Flash is a great host and ex-football player, but bless him, he knows absolutely nothing about predicting football.
No. No.
I can take it. Listen, no worries at all. You just keep tuning in and I'll just keep throwing out the winners, whether it be Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, or Premier League, or Europa League, or Champions League. Yeah, you just keep enjoying it. I feel as if he's getting my back up, Alex. He's getting my back up. I'll be back. Okay, listen, let's go on because this is my first major bet of a Serie A. I love this one. This is Genoa at -105 draw, +255, and Crotone +310. Alex, don't steer me off of Genoa win.
No, totally with Genoa in this one. Yes, I understand that many people will say to you that Genoa finished one above the relegation, one place above the relegation. But we are in a different league. Crotone, I think that they will struggle and they will be one of the relegated side. Genoa has a lot of experience in their squad. If we are talking about Pandev or Mattia Destro or many people, Casata also, Sturaro, Berami, La Sessione. I think that a lot of player with huge experience, and I think that experience counted a lot on them saving themselves from relegation last term. I think that Genoa will be upper this term. I think that we will see them also in the second part of the table, but not there fighting relegation till the last match of the season. Crotone on the other side, small budget, not so experienced players. Most of their transfers are loans. So I don't see them gelling together for the first couple of matches. I don't know, 5 matches. I think that we should fade them week in and week out. And 1.95 right now for Genoa is, I don't know. I don't want to say bad, big words here.
Yeah.
But because I don't have a banker. But this is the most valuable bet from this round in a Serie A.
It is, and Tan, I don't want you to put me off it because I've gone Genoa and over 1.5 goals at +130. It will be my banker.
You mean so 2 goals, at least 2 goals?
Yeah, over 1.5 means to win and over 1.5 goals. So yes,
over 1.5 in the game, not from
Genoa. Yeah, correct. Yes.
Okay. Look, it's a bit tricky because Genoa has changed their manager. The previous one was very good in picking them from the wheel and bringing them to salvation. Now is Rolando Maran. Who is Rolando Maran? He's a guy who had many seasons solid with Chievo, moved to Cagliari, many seasons solid with couple of seasons solid with Cagliari, and then went last year until getting close to the Champions League spot at the half of the season. Then it was a downhill of 2 months and he was sacked. And many thought that it came just too soon, that sacking. This Genoa could be very solid and reliable, but it's not like got so much quality. Still, obviously, much more than Crotone, who got the enthusiasm of those teams that come from the second division, just promoted, that don't change much, and so they know each other a lot. So in some way, they are gelled, but the technical gap is so huge, so huge. And in a situation in which there is not the fans that are behind you at the ground, can mean something. Anyway, I have to say, I believe the odds aren't wrong. It's not that easy, this Genoa win, as it can seem. Because really, Genoa was the first one to scrap from relegation last year, and for some reason they didn't stumble in that position. I would go anyway. It's very high because Genoa to win, well, depends the bookmakers, but you can find it at minus 190, for example. 1.90 European odds. Sorry. So it's too good not to be taken.
Exactly.
I mean, you said about keeping a lot of players and they are gelled, but I'm looking at the transfers right now. Loan, free transfer, Restar Belgrade, Cosenza, Lecce, Sporting, the second team, I think, Standard Liège, a Romanian guy that was benched, Universitat de Chile, that was their most expensive one, 2.4 million euros. Wow. This is so I think that those players need chemistry. I think that they need 1 month together to play together and to train together. So I don't think that they are prepared right now because, as you said it at the beginning, between the end of the season and the beginning of the new one, they didn't even have time to enjoy their vacation. Not to say that they are annoyed coming to training so early. So
yeah, but
Genoa are like that, you know. Genoa are pumped because they saved themselves from relegation, and they want to show right now that was not exactly what they are capable of, and they can do better than that.
Not sure. Don't expect all those signings you see from Crotone. Don't expect them.
Who cares about Crotone anyway? We're fading them every single
but
week.
Just explaining.
No, yeah, I've got no time for all this explaining business. I want winners.
Genoa
you know what I mean?
Genoa to win, but struggling. Okay, that's it.
Genoa. Listen. No, we don't want 1-0.
No, but
do you not listen? You're worse than that, Anisha.
As he replied me, then I was replying.
I know, Alex, you got to stop that. You got to stop teeing up 10.
Okay, I will call him after on WhatsApp.
Exactly, have your own private.
Why should we talk about football on this show?
Exactly.
It's a mad idea. It's a mad idea.
Discussion program. We want winners. We want winners. And I tell you what, you're going to do well to find one here because Sassuolo at plus 100 looks like an absolute gift on paper. Draw plus 280 and Cagliari at plus 250. Alex.
Yeah. I mean, Sassuolo, one of the best, the most entertaining sides last season in Serie A. What do we expect from Sassuolo?
Sorry, breaking news.
Breaking
Unbelievable.
news.
Right in this time, Kumbulla, the strong Verona centre-back, has just been announced officially by Roma. So he moved from Verona to Roma just before that Verona-Roma is playing. And there are high possibilities that actually he will play already on Sunday.
It's good that I didn't took it as an official bet.
No, nor me. Verona, no, leave it, and against Roma. But we'll see. Sassuolo versus Cagliari. We've got 2 more games to go after this. So please, let's fly for it, please, gentlemen.
Yeah, Sassuolo versus Cagliari. Cagliari, I'm very, very pleased with the fact that I will see a Romanian guy and a national team guy there. Răzvan Marin, central midfielder from Ajax. He didn't adapt at Ajax. I think that he's in for a great season. He already impressed in the first friendly matches. I think that we will see a leader in this guy in the next seasons for Cagliari. He's still young, great potential there. Giovanni Simeone, permanent deal, 12 million euros from Fiorentina. Really happy to see Cagliari keeping him there. Marco Rogue also from Napoli, 13 millions, permanent deal. I think that Sassuolo are the perfect team this season for the Alex Classic type of bet. I'm not saying that they will not win many matches and also show some great performances, at least when they are playing at home. But they did a lot of they caused a lot of headaches to huge teams last season, and we were very impressed with them. So we will keep the same line with Sassuolo. Right now, also it's Romanian versus Romanian because Vlad Chiricheș is back and fit, center back, also national team guy. I think that both teams to score and the over 2.5 goals, the Alex Classic there, and the odds for that at 1.75.
Excellent. Tan, you don't see a shortage of goals in this game?
Oh, totally. Let's give a bit of a context. I don't know if it is the right place to do it. Can I do it?
Well, it depends how long this context is going to take.
Look, who is the new manager of Cagliari? Eusebio Di Francesco. Mind, Eusebio Di Francesco was not only the manager that brought Roma to the semi-final of Champions League, but also was the guy that brought Sassuolo to Europa League when he was there. And actually, his playing style is very similar to the one of Roberto Eusebio Sassuolo. Sassuolo got this nice policy of always going with the same playing style and choosing the manager in that way. Now, what I'm saying is that I believe Sassuolo didn't lose at all that fire that they had by the end of the season. That was yesterday again. And that Di Francesco will go for that, but it's too early now to expect that already to happen. Cagliari was playing with a completely different style. Completely. So, already, if you pick Sassuolo to win, the odds are very high. Could be, in my opinion, is the best bet of the week. I found that it was Sassuolo to win at 1.95 European odds. If you spot the over 2.5 goals, it's only 150. If you pick Sassuolo to win and over 2.5 goals, I believe should be some 320, something like that. And it's absolutely the jolly of this round.
And for me, it's a grab.
Yeah, listen, you just go with the goals. Just go with the goals, mix and match them as you please. Now, Juve minus 325, the draw plus 550. Sampdoria, a massive 1,200. Tan, Juve, don't complicate it.
Do you want me to tell you just Juve to win and don't complicate it? And
Is that going to be your selection?
For sure, Juve will. Not for sure, but okay, Juve will win. But obviously, the odds on Juve to win are extremely low. I don't know. Anyway, extremely low. Hard to find something over 1.20 European odds. So to find some value, imagine that on one side we have the manager that got the most appearances on the bench in European football, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment in activity, who is Claudio Ranieri. And on the other side, Andrea Pirlo, who has never managed a single game in his career. And
he was also declared the sexiest manager from Serie A. I was reading today.
Okay, I don't know how that is fitting in that, but we will take that as info. And
because he just came in.
Okay, and not even with kids, not even academy, not even B team under 23, nothing. Literally, Andrea Pirlo has never done that, not even for once. And they are facing one to each other. And, Sampdoria, even if they don't really shine, but they always are able to put a fight.
Yeah, stubborn.
still, though, there is confidence in the new season. There is enthusiasm for what this adventure with Andrea Pirlo will be. It's still unpredictable to see how it will be, but this enthusiasm at the beginning is always helping. And even if they are established stars, they want to help the former teammate to start in the right way. So I say not only Juventus to win, even if it won't be an easy game. So I believe Juventus will find more goals as the game goes by. So I say Juventus to win with 1 goal handicap, and could be also over 2.5 goals in the second half.
Yeah, and listen, I like both of them. Actually, I upgraded your -1 to minus 1.5, and that was -137. I agree with the goals second half. Alex, you know the way that Sampdoria are going to set up. I'm wondering if this is a draw first half and maybe under 1.5 goals.
To be honest, I couldn't find any value on this game. I will root for Dan here with a -1.5 at 1.88 right now for Juventus. But I will totally skip it and enjoy every single game in Serie A and take what they are giving to us in the first week. But I don't know. Really don't know what to do.
Okay. Well, the last game is obviously my tip to be the sexiest team. And it's Milan at -175, draw +350, and Bologna, no one's falls, at -500, Alex.
Yes, I was about to make this at my banker for this week, but I will not do it because I have my own set of rules, so I will not choose any banker for in week one at least. Yes, Milan, great, very active on the transfer market. Sandro Tonali, Selemakers from Anderlecht, Simon Kjaer from Sevilla, Brahim Diaz, Real Madrid, and so on. They even have a second keeper at the same level with Donnarumma, in my opinion. On the other side, the Sinisa Mihailovic managed to keep Musa Barrow and Orsolini. I think that those are not exactly transfers because they already played with Bologna last season. But I think that they are the most important players right now for Bologna. But unfortunately for them, Takehiro Tomiyasu, I think that he's one of the good right backs in the league, is injured and he will miss the start of the season. So I think that there on the right side, Milan's players will do great stuff. Also, it's very good that Zlatan Ibrahimovic is fully covered. And he will probably be a big help for Milan this season. They are still not over with their transfers because I'm expecting them to bring on some more players. I don't know, maybe Tan might give us some update on that part. But I'm taking Milan and over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.72. These are the worst odds that you can find on the market. Yeah. It goes till 1.85 on the same thing that I said. But I will give you guys 1.72 because you might have different bookies.
Well, I've got -1 Milan and over 1.5 at -125, Alex. And I've given you that -125 because I absolutely agree. They're my team this year. And if I fade them, that it'll be a massive rarity.
And they are a fortress on their turf. And how they ended the season, it was unbelievable. Win after win after win. They looked in control. They had an incredible preseason with friendly matches, goals all over the place. Okay, friendly matches. We cannot take anything about that. But I think that it's very important to see that they are scoring a ton of goals even in the friendly matches. So they are eager and determined to win, to play Champions League next season.
Oh, I think, listen, they're already my futures tip anyway to be in that top 3 or 4. Top 4 was +150. You've still got time to get involved with that. I think Milan are definitely going to be up there this year. Tan, wrap us up, please.
It's a bit of a trap, this game, because the odds are too low on Milan. It is true, all that you said, but there are some things to consider. First of all, Milan are playing this week in Ireland against Shamrock Rovers. It's one-leg game. Yes. It's one-leg game in Europa League. If you lose, you're out. But there is no crowd, so they would make it. But imagine if something happens. What could be the consequence? Anyway.
If something happens, like you mean like injuries or something?
No.
Or like we just get to talk about Milan Bologna?
But guys, Flash, listen to me carefully. If I have to talk about Milan Bologna, I have to give the context in which Milan could arrive to the team. And I'm saying, if they lose to Shamrock Rovers, imagine, which is a possibility. It's one-leg game to qualify, and you are in Ireland. They are favorite, but it's not like clear. Imagine what could be the consequence. But there is also another thing. Bologna have always been hard to beat for everybody. The only game where last year were completely trashed, completely. Sinisa Mihajlovic came out in press after that and said he was humiliated by the performance, was exactly when they play at Milan. Was second, if I'm not mistaken, the second last game before the end of the season. They lost 4-1, 5-1, I don't remember. So it was just few weeks ago. I feel that performance is still in mind of Sinisa Mihajlovic, and he will have hammer that in the minds of his players. That's why I'm saying it's a trap. Yes, Milan largely favorite. Yes, probably they are prepared more than the other teams because they have already to play for the Europa League now. But those odds are too low. If I have to pick, I would pick for draw at the first half, which is a 2.50 European odds, because I believe that Sinisa Mihajlovic, even if it's only the first game of the season, is already hammering on his player, saying, you made me, you come out humiliated from San Siro, now you fix this.
Okay, well, let's have a look. Fabian, can you pick up the graphic of the official picks for this week's Week 1 Serie A? I'm going to start with Alex. It's Napoli, Alex Classic. Both teams are scoring over 2.5 goals at -110. Sassuolo, Alex Classic at -140. Milan and over 1.5 at -125, and Genoa at -110. Napoli -150 for Tan. Sassuolo at +100. He really likes that one. Juve and -1.5 at -137. Genoa, both teams to score at -125, and Verona draw half time at +125. My picks, and I like these all three, you could parlay them, is Milan and over 1.5 at -125. Fiorentina, both teams to score at -150, although you can get around -130 now. And Genoa, massive. Genoa and over 1.5 at +130. There's 7 fixtures in Serie A this week, and I would say that you could probably go with all 7 over 1.5 goals. Now, I've got to rush these boys along because in 13 minutes' time, these two are going to stay there. We're going to go with Bundesliga. So I'll thank them probably at the end of Bundesliga. But if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we will be able to notify you. You'll never miss any content. And remember, if you like a movie, you tell your friends. If you like this video, tell your friends. Let's get them in here. Let's get them in the chat. Let's see what they've got. Anisha, me and you head to head for the whole season. If I see you miss a show, that's it. No good at all. Listen, Serie A starts this week. Let's enjoy it. Milan are my team this year. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys.
Arrivederci.